G'day and welcome. My name is DK from DK Plays TV on Twitch and DK Plays on YouTube. I hope that you're having a fantastic day no matter where you are in the world. Let's get going. We got a brand new world that we got to explore, and look at that, straight into a jungle, which is absolutely fantastic. Get ourselves some bamboo that we can use later on. Make ourselves a bamboo farm as soon as we get to a village, which would be fantastic because we can make Fletchers, which means we can get plenty of emeralds right off the bat. Now what is our mission? That's probably a good place to start. Our mission, I think, is I'm going to do something that I'm doing in a normal world anyway, and that is to get ourselves an elytra without killing the Ender Dragon. I think that's going to be our goal over the next couple of streams. Now, I have streamed twice before. I am brand new to streaming, so bear with me while I make lots and lots and lots of mistakes. I'll get there in the end. This is all new to me, so... Oh, sugar cane. Beautiful. So as I said, my name is DK from DK Plays TV on Twitch and DK Plays on YouTube, and I only started my YouTube channel in May of 2021, which is still this year, and it's going quite well. I'm really enjoying it. I've managed to get myself 37 subscribers over there on YouTube, and I thought it was about time that I started streaming so that I can do this much better. So here we are. I'm just going to punch a couple of sheep, get myself some wool. I think maybe we might punch a couple of trees as well, get some wood, get some tools happening, make this a lot easier, a lot quicker. And you can see that I don't have a map, which is something that I usually do keep on board, but I decided on this one that I'm not going to have a map. I'm just going to see where it takes me. I usually just uncover the map and then throw it away anyway, so what's the real point when I can just not bother having the map at all and just go from there. Right, so let's put these down into planks, get ourselves one of them and a couple of them. Oh, that was real clever. That was real clever. Okay, let's try that again. Now I am playing on Xbox, so that's the thing. I'm not playing on Java, so I'm playing on Xbox One, and which means that I'm playing in Bedrock Edition. Now, where else? What else can we do here? Well, I'm going to continue collecting sugarcane. I need another 2 sheep. I really want to make a bed straight away, or as quick as possible. I don't want to be out at night, especially in a jungle. There's a panda bear. And an ocelot. Oh, 2 ocelots. Nice. And we might just take some melons for food. They're not very good food, but they'll do. But it does mean that later on we can make ourselves a melon farm, so... And I'm sure we'll find some pumpkins along the way. G'day mate, how you doing? Ninja Man 468. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome. to my stream. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. That'd be great if you could, because I'm not entirely sure if this is getting broadcast. I am hoping it is. Let me just stop and say, oops. Just give me 1 second. Some cow. Gimme cow. Right, so we're just going to play. I'm not particularly bothered about building. I'm not really that great a builder. I am more of a farm guy. I really like to make farms, redstone farms. Again, I'm not the greatest at redstone, but I can usually wangle my way through and get things done. So, and most of the farms that are built for Java. So redstone on Xbox One is slightly different. It doesn't transfer over as perfectly as it probably could or should, but that's the way it goes. So I can usually make things work if I'm persistent enough to stick with it. Otherwise, I'll find my own way to do a very similar job. Now, I've been uploading videos to YouTube for about 6 months, and I've got, I think, 106 or 107 videos up there. I've got 37 subscribers, and I thought it was just about time that I came over here and started on Twitch, because I've heard some really good stories about Twitch, that it's really, really good, that the people are really good, that they give you a good, decent chance, and I'm just looking forward to building a community and having some fun around playing Minecraft, and possibly playing other games as well. I'm not adverse to playing other games, but I do prefer playing with a controller rather than a keyboard. So that's just something that is me, because I'm an old fart, I'm not young, and I find the keyboard, well, I find it a little challenging to remember where all the keys, well, not where all the keys are, but where all the bindings are for the keys. So, and the last thing I want to be doing is trying to work out where keys are when I'm in the middle of a fight, or in the middle of an attack on something, or being attacked by something. So that's why I prefer the controller. So I'm going to be here today until about 9 o'clock, and I'm going to be here every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, and I hope that you'll come along and join me again and have some fun. Feel free to interact. As I said, this is the first time that I've really put any effort into doing a stream. I did do 2 streams earlier last week, or earlier this week, just to get the hang of things, but I'm not entirely sure as if anything is being recorded. If you guys can hear me, it would be really good to know if you can hear me, so that I can change my settings if you can't hear me, work out what the hell is going on, and make this as much fun as possible. If you've got anything you want to talk about, hit me up, let me know, we can have a chat about it. You may notice that I have an accent. I am originally born and raised in Ireland, but I moved to Australia when I was in my mid-20s, and Been in Australia for 27 years, so quite a while. I've been in Australia longer than than I lived in Ireland. So Australia is my home. I love it. I live in Melbourne, Australia, which is the greatest city in the world to live in, or at least it was, and hopefully we can regain that again. It is such a cool place to live in. And if you don't know much about Melbourne, Melbourne is the first city that introduced a grid system. So where you have New Yorkers based on a grid system, that comes from Melbourne. The 8-hour workday from Melbourne. Melbourne was a breakaway state from New South Wales. Well, Victoria, which is Melbourne, is the capital of Victoria in Australia, and it's a breakaway state from New South Wales way back in the 18 something. A farmer and an industrialist from Tasmania both settled within 2 weeks of each other here in Melbourne and founded Melbourne as a city, which is it's one of those things that you don't get to hear about very often. You don't get to hear about the history of places. And while I'm on the subject of Melbourne, I'd like to give a massive big shout out to, oh gee, I nearly said something I shouldn't have said there. A massive big shout out to the people that take the time to keep this city clean at night. If you're ever out in the city, there are an army of people who come out, clean the streets, clean the facades of the buildings, get rid of any graffiti. It is just incredible to watch, and they don't get enough credit because they're invisible to most people, because most people are in bed when they're doing it, so they don't get to see it. But I used to be a taxi driver here in Melbourne, and I used to see them out very early in the morning making sure that the city was absolutely clean and spotless, and they do an absolutely fantastic job, and I want to give them the credit that they deserve because they're absolutely fantastic at what they do. And as I said, most people don't even know that they exist, which is unfortunate. Oh look, there's a village. Nice. Well, we'll get into this village. Hopefully we can find some goodies to rob, to steal, to make our own, and yeah, we'll go from there. Hey mister, I'm just gonna curl up into bed with you, okay? I know we're strangers, but you know, how else are you meant to get to know somebody? You go to bed with them, of course. Wow, how is anybody supposed to get in and out of that church? We might help them out a little bit later. Alright, we might actually take this table because it'll be good for us for later. He's gonna have a hard time getting into his church, so we might just help him out a little bit. We might build a pathway to allow him to get to where he needs to be, because he looks a little bit lost running around there with his purple jacket on. Yeah, so as I said, I drove a taxi here in Melbourne for about 3 years. I I'm a sheet metal worker by trade, and I have been doing it for about, I think, close to 27 or 28 years, and I just got a little bit burnt out. I worked in a very, very stressful position, and I just needed a break. You know, I need to kill these guys before they get me villagers. Die. You get away from my villagers. Alright, so let's get this path going for this guy so he can get into his temple. I think that'll be good enough. I think you'll be able to get into that now. Maybe we'll put a couple more blocks in and get a bit safer for him. There you go, buddy. Let's see if he'll even notice. Nah, he doesn't care. Doesn't care in the slightest. Now we do have an iron golem. I'm wondering, is there a blacksmith around here? Because if there's a blacksmith around here, there's a chance that they might have some iron. And if they have an iron, then it's very, very possible that we will be able to make a bucket. And if we can make a bucket and get some lava, because usually if there's a blacksmith, there's a couple of bits of lava as well, and we would be able to get our first bit of iron by making a bucket and killing that iron golem. Leather worker, we get a tunic. Well, look, we're going to take all this stuff because why not? They're never going to use it. Probably never even going to miss it. We'll leave you guys in there. Potatoes, yeah, I like potatoes. I'm Irish, of course I like potatoes. What are you talking about? Potatoes are delicious. Delicious and nutritious. There we go. We don't really need the wheat. We can get that later. Although I could take it because that way I can make more bread. Yeah, let's take it anyway. I'll replant the seeds so farmer's got something to do. I'm just that kind of player, you know what I mean? Well, it doesn't look like there's a blacksmith, which is a bit of a shame. Now, I'm just wondering, do I take the chance of dying trying to kill that iron golem for his iron? I just wonder, is it worth it? Well, you know what? We're going to do it anyway. Because sure, why not? We want a pickaxe and an axe. And we might as well make that into bread, so we've got that. And I'll take that. Okay, let's get ourselves some dirt. Dirty dirt. And we go from there. Now, where did that iron golem go? Down this side. There he is. Hello, Mr. Golem. He might be able to get me. I'm so surprised that he can't get me from there. Hey! Okay, we got ourselves 3 iron. Cool. Which means that we can make a bucket. Alright, so let's go find ourselves another village. One with preferably a blacksmith shop in it so that we can get ourselves all up and happening. Get ourselves some lava, which would make it easier killing golems. And kill a second golem, we can make a bucket that will hold water, and that would be fantastic because that will no doubtedly save our lives at some point. Because trying to find our being up high and or being down in caves, water can be really good to have in a bucket. I know I don't need the I don't need the wool, but I'll take the mutton because we'll get ourselves some more stone, some more cobblestone, and we'll get ourselves a furnace a little bit later, and we'll start cooking up some stuff. So I want to get this sugar cane from over here, and then put down some trees so that we'll have some fuel later. Let's cut down some trees, get ourselves some wood, get ourselves totally organized. Now I am pretty much just going to run around till I find the right village to settle down in. And I kind of don't have any plan, just go with the flow and see where the world takes us when we run. One thing that does tend to happen to me though quite often is that I end up back in the same place that I started because I tend to get turned around quite a bit for some reason. I don't know how, I just do, and I've noticed it in quite a few games that of Minecraft that I played, that I'll end up back at the same place like 3, 4, 5, 6 times and have no idea how or why I ended up back there. So now we're on the search for another village. But I do like the fact that we're getting lots of sugar cane. Because once we do find a village, we're going to set up a sugar cane farm, bamboo farm. Of course, they're going to be manual to start with until we get some resources happening. But sugarcane, good for paper, good to get books from librarians, and then bamboo really good for fletchers, which means we can get a lot of emeralds really easy because with the speed at which bamboo grows makes it fantastically easy to use to... Oh, look at that. There's usually a chest around here. Oh, look at that. Golden boots. Alright, so we don't need that and that. So we'll take that, and we'll put them on straight away. We'll take the golden carrots. What can we get rid of that we don't really need? That. We don't need that. Don't really need the fire charges. And I probably don't need the flint and steel because there's no way I'm going to get that. But I would like to get that. But that means that I have to use the iron to make an iron pickaxe. And I think it might be worth doing. Because having that gold... having that gold will allow me to make a golden apple. Although I don't really need golden apples because I'm not playing in massive hardcore. Oh, dilemmas. Decisions. Right, so do we make an iron pickaxe or do we make a bucket? I think iron pickaxe. We can always find another village with another golem in it and kill him. Now, I just take... take a couple of them because they're handy to have. And at the moment I kind of have room in my inventory for them. Because I've got, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I might change those into sticks. Sticks go. Ah, it's coming out of the bamboo. Damn it. I didn't want it to come out of the bamboo. Okay. So let's stick the bamboo in there. Then make the sticks. That's better. I was wondering where it was coming from. I couldn't see the thing going down. Alright. Alright, so usually there's a lot of iron around these. There's iron there. There's iron there. There's iron there. So we will be able to make our bucket after all. Fantastic. So I absolutely love this first start of the game. I think this is the best part of... I love this whole adventure of discovering the world and getting yourself all geared up. Finding all the resources you need. It's fantastic. And hello, Mr. Hilton. How you doing? In case you don't know, that there is Mr. Hilton. He's been my buddy for 4 years, and he loves to come and watch me play Minecraft. So if you hear me talking to Mr. Hilton, that's who I'm talking to. As I said, he loves to come and watch me play Minecraft. He usually sits right here on my chest when I play and just stares at me. And it is absolutely fantastic when he does that. I'm gonna get rid of some stuff. Put that down. I'm gonna make myself a furnace. Put that down. I'm going to cook up down in there. I'm going to cook up some. We'll cook up the beef first. Oh, more iron, beautiful. Yes, as I said, Mr. Hilton has been my friend for the last 4 years. I absolutely love him. He's so much fun to have around. He gets up to all sorts of mischief. He does talk, but he unfortunately has not talked in a while, but he does talk. He was talking a little bit yesterday because I was playing him. I was playing him other parrots on the from YouTube talking, and he was talking back to them. Some of the things that he says, "I love you, give me a kiss, what are you doing, thank you." those kind of things. Good. Creeper down there. So we might as well build up our stock of cobblestone because we're gonna need it eventually. So we might as well do it now while everything is cooking and we can just chill and see where things go. But I just want to check something. So, can you guys hear me at all? I don't know whether you can or not because well, I just don't know because I can't see. I can't hear it coming through the speakers on my computer. So I don't know whether the voice is coming through there or not, and it would be nice to get a little bit of feedback. I think Ninjaman 467 has left, which is unfortunate, but he's probably gone on to someone who's a bit more competent than I am, which is fine too. Because unfortunately I am brand new to this whole streaming thing and I'm still getting a handle on it and trying to get things working. I had originally tried to do this in slobs today, but I just couldn't get everything set up in time, so I thought I had it set up yesterday, but it just didn't come through, so I am still using OBS. So hopefully between now and the next stream, which will be Thursday, I can get slobs working properly, and hopefully that will make things a little bit easier to see what's going on. I can actually see that I am live streaming and there is a little bit of a delay, which is okay, but I can't actually hear what I'm saying right now, so I don't wear headphones, so I don't know whether it's coming through or not. I have the audio patched through to my monitor, which has speakers in it, but it's not coming through there. So anyway, I hope it's coming through. Hopefully if someone else comes into the chat, they'll let me know that they can hear me or not hear me. Oh, I took up that, didn't I? What did I take that up for? What did I take that up for? Because I want to make 2 buckets. 2 buckets, and then I also want to make those, so I can make one of those, and then I can put that in my offhand, and at least I've got a little bit of protection. Although I do have gold boots, gold helmet, and a leather tunic. Let's have a sleep, see where we go from there. I was going to try and go down there, but I don't know whether it's worth trying to get down there. There's definitely more iron down there. There's a lot of iron on that side. There's probably way more iron around there. But I think what we might do is we might just take the coordinates of this, which is minus, well, let's say 450 by minus 1228 or minus 1230, whatever, and we might just take those coordinates and and see if we can come back here a little bit later, because we don't really have the equipment to go down there just yet. So let's make our way back up. Oh, a bit more coal. I think I'm gonna take that coal. Might have a run around the edge here, around the lip, and see if we can find just some more iron just hanging about. So if you're out there watching this, let me know if you play Minecraft and what it is you really like about playing Minecraft. Do you play on the Xbox? Do you play on Java? If you do happen to play on the Xbox One and you want to do a collab, more than happy. I really want to play with other people. So if you're interested, hit me up, because I'm definitely interested in playing with other people. I think it'll be so much fun. Whether it's a challenge series or whether it's a let's play, long play thingy kind of thingy. Whether you just want to get into a world and have some fun, go explore, find some things to do. I am a huge Hermitcraft consumer. I consume a lot of Hermitcraft videos. I watch, well, the first person that I watched was Mumbo Jumbo. Mainly because he came up on my recommendations list on YouTube one day, and I thought that looked interesting, and I started watching it, and I just loved it straight away. And then from there, kind of got into Good Times with Scar, who I just think is the most amazing builder. He just mesmerizes me every time with his skill. Is the backstories on his builds are fantastic, and then of course being on Hermitcraft, he dies quite a bit, but it's always hilarious. From there, I think I discovered it may have been Iskall85 next. And then the likes of Tango and Impulse, Cub Fan. And then I think it might have been Stress Monster 101. And from there, Zombie Cleo. And from there, False Symmetry. And then I think iJevon. And then Doc and Ren. And then I believe it was midway through season 5 when I started watching Hermitcraft, and I think Green started then in season 6. And I have to admit that Green's voice grated on me for the first couple of episodes, but I stuck with it, and because he was very funny and very entertaining. And yeah, I mean, I just watch him all the time now, because it's just so much fun. He's brought so much life to the server with his shenanigans, and absolutely love it. And then of course, Keralis, B-dubs, Sumavoid, or Shishwami as Corrales calls him, Vintage Beef, Wells Night. Now there's a couple of people that I don't watch on Hermitcraft, and it's because their style of presentation or their style of video making just is too slow for me. I just don't I don't enjoy watching them, and that's not to say they're bad or anything like that. It's just I find that I don't get any value out of it. I don't get any entertainment out of it, and it rubs me up the wrong way. And I apologise to those gamers that would be Etho and also Tinfoil Chef. And then of course this season, the latest season, we had Pearlescent Moon, and we also had Gemini Tay join the server. Again, two absolutely fantastic builders and game players, I guess, the Minecraft players. I really like the softness and the sweetness of Gemini Tay, and then I really like Pearlescent Moon because, yeah, heck man, she's Australian. What's not to love? Now, if I have left anybody out of the Hermitcraft list there, it's not because I don't watch your video, it's because I've just listed off that many people that I have overlooked you, and that's not purposeful. That's it's just my old brain not working the way it used to. Now, I don't actually watch any other servers. I know there are a lot of other servers out there. I know there's the Dream SMP. I know there's Psycraft. I don't watch those mainly because I watch that much Hermitcraft that I don't really have time for those other servers. And I'm sure there are absolutely fantastic Redstoners over there as well, builders over there as well. I don't have enough time in the day to watch everybody's videos, because here, you know, Hermitcraft's not the only thing that I watch on YouTube. And plus also, like, I have my own YouTube channel, so I'm actually spending a lot of time actually playing the game and uploading videos to YouTube myself. So there's only so many hours in the day, and you know, you can only watch so many people, you can only do so much. You know, there's a couple of other people that are obviously not on Hermitcraft that I do watch. I watch quite a lot of Nembomb and El Mango videos, two absolutely exceptional Minecrafters, technical Minecrafters. Unfortunately, their farms don't work very well in Bedrock Edition, but still just in complete, total and utter awe of the stuff that they do. Just blows me away. The Bedrock, I'm just looking for the chest that should be here. Obviously the Bedrock community, I watch quite a bit of Silent Whisper, Foxy No Tail. Again, on the technical side of things. And then I watch, just in general, I watch Wattles. There's somebody else that I watch as well, and I cannot for the life of me think of their name right now. It'll come to me in a few minutes. My brain as I said, doesn't work the way it used to. It's getting old. You know, so it gets old and it's a little bit forgetful sometimes. Names fly in and out of the brain, and you just, you know, you can see the gameplay that somebody's playing. You can see their name, but it's right on the tip of your tongue, but just can't get it out there. And then I'll completely forget about it, and the name will just pop straight into my head. So now we were at minus 400. Oh yeah, no, we're way away from where we were. That's cool. I have a tendency to get turned around and end up back where I started. So, and I think I'm actually going back. Yeah, I think I was going. Oh, look at that, a village. I think I was going kind of back to where I was coming from, but I think I'd gotten turned around, but I hadn't quite got that far away. No, that far back towards where I was going. But this looks like a promising village. Oh, look at that. They've already started doing a sugarcane farm. Now, this could be promising because it's in a bit of a flat area, so it's ideal for making some farms in that can all be kind of grouped together and in the same place, which can be handy when you're playing by yourself. I just spotted a blacksmith shop, which is fantastic because there's usually some good loot in here. Ah, well, you know, we'll take it. What can we put back? We can put that back because we don't need it anymore. We'll take that, put that on, get rid of that. We'll get rid of the seeds. What else can we get rid of? I guess we can get rid of the 7 cobblestone. We don't really need it. We have 2 full stacks of it anyway, so just got to do a bit of rearranging here and get this looking a little bit better. Oh, come on. We want one of those because there's going to be lava out here. There you go. Now we're going to close that. Probably going to sleep the night away here because we don't want the zombies coming out, but we are going to kill the iron golem with the lava so that we can get his iron, hopefully, if we don't get the lava stuck at his feet. Like that. I end up setting myself on fire instead of getting anything else. Hey, Mr. Iron Golem. What you doing, buddy? Would you like to taste my hot iron sauce? Come on now. Have some hot sauce. It's delicious. It's nutritious for people like you. For that's what I was talking about. Nearly couldn't pick it up. Oop. Oh, he's still not dead. He's quite hardy, this bloke, isn't he? He's still not dead. Come on, mate. of those things where they just take so long to actually die. Look, he's still alive. Oh my goodness. Pull the golden carrots up there. We get our other bucket out and we can get some water. Hey Rusty, have some hot sauce. Come on, you like the hot wings. You're doing the hot wings challenge. If I had a chicken, that would have been a really good joke. I don't have a chicken. And I don't want to put the... Oh, yes, I can. I was going to say I don't want to put it down anywhere near the water. There he goes. I'll have those, thank you very much. And we can throw away those. So what we've got to decide now is... Ooh, who's that? That was the one I was just at, wasn't it? Yeah. Because the lava is flowing. Right, so we could stay here and continue building, or we could carry on carrying on, and we could kind of do something a little bit different. Like, I know at the start I said I wanted to do the get the elytra without killing the ender dragon, and I still want to do that, right? But I'm thinking we could do another kind of challenge, which is you don't settle down kind of challenge, where you keep moving, where you don't make any chests. You can only carry what you've got in your inventory, and that's all you can take with you, and go from there. Now that makes things a little bit more challenging, but it can also make it a lot more fun and interesting, because you've got to decide, you've got to be choosy about what you have in your inventory. Like, for instance, I probably don't need the emeralds. I probably don't need the apples. I probably don't need the melons or the 2 smithing tables. Although they will be handy later on if I come into a village that has villagers that don't have trades. I can make them. But I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to no settling down kind of thing, which means, well, it means we're not going to be doing any trading. All right, we're not going to be doing any trading, and which means we can get rid of the smithing tables, and we can get rid of now there's usually chests down there, but I don't know whether I want to go down there to find it. Yeah, so as I say, I probably don't need the sugarcane, and I probably don't need the smithing tables, and I probably don't need the emeralds if I'm going to do that challenge as well at the same time, because I'm not going to be able to settle down long enough to make paper, and I'm not going to be able to settle down long enough to be able to get emeralds and trade. So I probably don't need the melons, and I probably don't need these pumpkins, but I'm going to take them anyway, because, yeah, hell, why not? And because things may change. I mean, if we come across a village that's worth settling down in, things may change. And I like to change things on the fly, because, why not? If the overall goal is to get the elytra without killing the ender dragon, that's fine. But we can try and do little challenges in between. Now, unfortunately, on the Xbox One, you can't reset the achievements that you have in game without deleting all your files and starting again. And Don't really want to do that because I've got a couple of Let's Play worlds that I am still working on. I'm taking a break from one of them at the moment because it's been a long slog that I've had, and I'm not quite finished in that world yet, so I don't want to delete it in order to just reset the achievement awards so that I can do an achievement thingy. But you never know, I may end up making a separate profile so that I can do the achievement thingies. And you know, you may ask me why I play on the Xbox One instead of playing on Java. It's because I prefer to play with the controller. I find the keyboard's too many keys on the keyboard for me to keep up, you know, to remember, and the controller is just better for me. I just prefer to play it with the controller. Now, is that the same village I just came from, or is that a different village? And the reason I ask is because I think it's the same village I just came from. Because what I can do is I can dump that out and I can go and grab the other lava. Yeah, it is the same village. I can grab the other lava and then I can put those away, and then I can put down my, and I can make another bucket. Why can't I make another bucket? I have 11 iron. Why can't I make another bucket? Ah, there it is. Well, usually there's one that's everything craftable. Okay. Just like that, we'll go back, get our water. Thank you. I'm gonna head this way. See where this takes us. So at the moment our inventory is completely full, and it is what it is. Now, is that the one that I just came from? Is that a new one? Now, unfortunately, I don't have a diamond pickaxe, so I can't. It's the one I just came from. I can't take out that crying obsidian and swap it out for regular obsidian, so I can't go to the nether there. But we could go down caving. I think we'll carry on in this direction. Oh, hang on. It's not that direction I want to go, it's that direction I want to go. Because that will be going back to where I came from. And I don't want to do that. I want to keep moving forward until such time as we either find another ravine where we can get a lot of lava so we can make ourselves a portal, which means we're really going to need a flint and steel, which means we've got to keep a lookout for gravel, and there's gravel right there. And now we've got to decide what we want to get rid of. Oh no, we don't. We still have a space. Cool. Okay, doesn't look like it wants to give us any flint from this gravel. Wow, we're an hour in already. This is fantastic. There's the flint I need. So now we can get rid of... Let's get rid of them. We don't really need them. I was thinking if we were going to stop and do stuff, we could build a farm and then make useful getting up and down from from low in the ground if we had magma blocks. But magma blocks suck you down, they don't lift you up, so we would need soul sand for that. Alright, well, it looks like the sun is about to go down, and that'll be the end of another day. So if we're an hour in, it'll be the end of day 3, which is quite good, making good progress. It may not seem like we're making good progress, but we are actually making good progress because we've decided what we want to do. And we're now heading off looking for lava so that we can build ourselves a portal. And if we can build ourselves a portal, then we can get into the nether, and then we can go search for there's 2 things we need to search for in the nether. The first one is being obviously the fortress, because we're going to need blaze rods to make blaze powder. And the second is we need to find a Nylium forest, because the Endermen tend to hang out in the Nylium forest quite a lot, which makes getting ender pearls really easy. Now, earlier I was talking about watching other Minecrafters, and I said there was a name on the tip of my tongue that I couldn't remember at the time because my brain is getting old. That name is MC Skizzleman. And because I was talking about the nether, that's why his name popped back in, because I use MC Skizzleman's Scumpus all the time in the nether. All the time. If you don't know what a Scumpus is, it's a navigational beacon that you make yourself with overworld blocks and torches in the nether. Now, it doesn't have a beam, it just from not too far away you can spot it, and it instantly tells you which way you need to go to get back to your portal or wherever it was you were coming from. It's really, really smart. And if you have never watched Skizzleman, I suggest you go and watch him, because you will be in knots laughing. This guy screams like a little girl at everything. And it is hilarious. Now, he does a challenge series with Impulse SV from the Hermitcraft server. So their channel together is called Imp and Skizzy, or Imp and Skiz. And those challenges, I think they just finished season 22 or season 23. I won't spoil it for you because it's worth going and watching. They're absolutely fantastic together. So funny, so entertaining, absolutely brilliant. I recommend you go and watch them because they're hilarious. As I said, Skizzleman just screams like a little girl at everything, and it's hilarious, absolutely hilarious. I be in knots laughing pretty much the whole way through every video, because it's really funny, because Impulse is incredibly knowledgeable about Minecraft, and he tells Skizzle these things while they're playing, and Skizzleman just doesn't listen to him. Goes and does his own thing, and yeah. Highly recommended. Go and watch it. It's hilarious. And now it's because of Impulse SV that I'm here on Twitch. I watch his Twitch rivals every time he posts them on YouTube, and yeah, I love that whole idea of challenges and group play. I really want to play in it with a group of people. Ooh, would you look at that? We can make ourselves a little portal here. Let's get some stone out. So what we want to do is we want to put stone around so we don't end up putting the we don't turn that all into obsidian or cobblestone. So alright, so I think I went one too far there. Yeah, I did, but I didn't, because I want to do that because I want the water flowing out this way rather than that way. Right, so if I put that there, and then I put that there, I forgot to dig out the bottom, didn't I? And then I put that there. Oh, come on. That one there. That one there. I thought I changed that over. Come on now. Come on now. That one there. I put that up there, then these three will go onto my hotbar. Come on now. Come on. There we go. I'm going to take that one back. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put that one there. That one up there. And we only need two more. One, two, oh, two. Two more is all we need. One there, and one there, and take that back. Excellent. Now, we need to put that down, and we need to make ourselves a flint and steel. And acha. Now, before we go in there, my furnace. Before we go in there, we need to do some things. So, obviously there are things that we don't need anymore. We don't need that. We don't need that. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Chest. This is only in case I come back and I want to keep those items. So that. Oh, we could try. No, don't say we could trade for stuff in the Nether, but I don't think we will because we won't have enough gold to trade to get the ender pearls that we need. So we really need to find a flint, an iron first. So now that that's cooked, from there we need some torches. Well, there's 64 torches. We're not going to need the water. Well, we're going to need it. We're going to keep it. We don't need it on our hotbar. That's the thing. We don't need it on our hotbar. Now, we do need some other things. So, I put the melons and pumpkins in there. I'm going to take the apples and the melon and pumpkins back. Because I can break the melons and pumpkins down and make slices which I can eat if I run out of food. Now the other thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need wood. And oh, would you look at that? I'm right beside wood. So I'm going to need wood because eventually I'm going to need sticks. I'm probably going to need a lot of sticks to make stuff make pickaxes in the nether. So I'm going to just gather up a little bit of extra wood to take with me, because I'm most likely going to need to tunnel my way around, climb up, climb down, and that will require using pickaxes, which usually ends up in them breaking because netherrack is pretty hard and pretty harsh on your tools. So having a bit of extra wood won't go astray. The other thing I need to do is I probably need, right, so I need 6 more bits of acacia, as Keralis would call it. Oh, this is birch though, isn't it? This is not acacia. Acacia is the orange one. It's the orange one. There we go. Probably gonna need some sand as well. I think a stack of sand will go really well because it's great if you're stuck up quite high. You can just drop it down and then dig it up, so you can actually get down from quite a big height, because obviously you can't use water in the nether to do that. Also, sand is really good for the scumpus that we were talking about earlier, because it will allow you to have your blocks stand out a mile. You can see it from quite a way off, so because it stands out because it's not a nether block. So we're quite lucky in the fact that we have, excuse me, quite lucky in the fact that we found some gold armor earlier. So we won't have a problem with the hoglins or the piglins, whatever they are. I can never remember which they are, what they're called. I think they're pigments. I think they're zombie pigments. I think the hoglins are the things that are the wild boars. And yeah, I know I probably should have gotten a shovel, but I'm nearly done now anyway, so let's see where we are. 42. Let's swap that. Let's swap that out for that, and then oh look, we don't even need to. We can just go swimming and pick up the blocks that. We're already over the 64. Cool. Okay, I think we're ready. I think we's ready to go. Let's go see where we're at. Well, I was quite lucky. Look at that. Look where that lava is. So we need to make note of those coordinates. And the reason why I say that is because we need to go find the fortress, and we need to be able to come back to here. So it's minus 227 by minus 222. So I think I have a pen right here. I do. Just bear with me for a second while I do this. So minus 227 53 comma minus 222. I want to keep that because I am hopeless at remembering where stuff is. So at least if I know where it is, I can get back to it. Now, I'm going to come out here. And if we do that, and put that there, torch on top. So this is a Scumpus, which I talked about earlier, by MC Skizzleman, right? So, here's how it works, right? There's our portal. This torch I didn't think I looked at him, but I obviously did. Oh, that was so close, I nearly died. That would have been unfortunate, because my bed isn't out there. Now, I probably could have reconstructed where the portal was from the coordinates that I just took. But anyway, as I was saying, this torch here tells you that you need to go back in that direction to find your portal. The torch on top just makes it stand out when you're anywhere else, and as you'll see when we move away from here. If you need to go, say, in that direction, in a diagonal, then you would put a torch here and a torch here, and that signifies that you follow this back that way. Now, if you need to go up, then you put a torch on all four sides. And if you need to go down, you put a torch on the second block, on the bottom block, all the way around. And that just tells you you either need to go up or go down. So very, very intuitive and very, very easy to do, and incredibly handy when you're in the nether. So let's just build another one right here. Right, so if I do one there, torch there, torch there. So when I come to here, I'm going to see that. So I don't actually need one here to tell me that I need to go in that direction. Although, yeah, it's probably right, but it's a waste of a torch. So what you really want to do is you want to put them inside of each other. So you get to here and you go, oh yeah, okay, there's my portal over there, because there's the next Scumpus for me to go. That looks like all lava. So, and that looks like all lava. So that's no good. So let's have a look, see over here. That's all lava, so that's not good. possibly a way down over here. Oh, that just brings us back up here. We didn't even see where he was. And of course I don't have a bow and arrow, so I'm not going to be able to fight them off from a distance. Where was he? I don't see him. Now, these guys, if you wait for them to jump and then as they jump, if you step back, when they land you step forward and kill them. That's the easiest way to kill them. And it doesn't matter what size they are. They have to be probably the second most annoying mob in the game. Second only to villagers. Man. As I said, I'm not going to be able to fight those guys. Where did I come from? I came from down here, correct? I go through here, there's my portal. Right, so, I'm thinking I'm just going to dig down here. Do that. I just go too deep. Oh, nice. Yeah, just gotta be careful I don't jump off the edge. Another good thing to do is to actually put down, you go into sneak mode, because if you're sneaking you can't fall off a block, and therefore if you do happen to come across a hole, then you won't go any further, you just automatically stop. If I go back into sneak mode and I walk up here, yeah, I can't actually go any further until I come out of sneak mode, so you can't really fall off. Alright, so wait for them to jump and then go forward. Forward. Oh, I was kind of stuck on that block at the top. Ignore that. Right, so Come on now. Give me your ender pearl. Oh, you lousy thing. You lousy thing, you. There's 2 endermen, no pearls. So we need to make a plan on how we're going to find the fortress. So we're going to stick that there. Gonna head down this way. Ooh, Crimson Forest. Not a big fan of the Crimson Forest because of those guys. But I do see more gold. And one thing you gotta be really careful of when you're digging gold in the nether is that there's no hoglins around or piglins around. Again, I'm calling them by the wrong thing again. Because if they hear you digging up the gold, they will come and get aggressive. And 2 hits from one of them and you're dead. Okay, so what it might be worth doing right now, putting that down, making that into gold. And we're probably going to need a couple of pickaxes, so. So there is a way to systematically look for the fortress, right? So what we need to do is we need to get to one of the axes to either 0, plus 250, or minus 250. And if you look at my Z coordinate, it's 240. So if we come down here, there's 250, right? And if we go that way, we're getting lower. So what we can do is we can just start systematically. So what we need to do now is get out to back down to 0 if we can, which means we may have to go all the way above lava. Get over there. Now, we don't have to actually stay exactly on the 250 line, but if we keep that in mind, we can veer off, go across the lava and come back to 250 and keep going. So if there's a way across this without having to transverse across the lava with ghasts spawning and whatnot. So now we do have a little bit here where we're gonna have to go across. But the smaller the gap, the better. The less chance we have of getting thrown off. do. It was down there that I wanted it. There, yeah, it. Gonna take a little detour to get this gold as well. I can. The more gold I can get, the better, because I can either make. Ooh. Well, that's not gonna happen, is it? No. Okay, so let's get back up here. So now we want to make our way back to 250. There's 250. And the reason why we're doing this is we're going to build ourselves a cross on the ground. Alright? And when we do that, that's going to give us access to, as I said, a cross shape. And then if we fill that cross, so we have a cross, well, where's my camera? There. So if we have a cross that goes like that, and then we were to fill in around the outside, that would give us a square, and then from that square we should be able to find the fortress. If it doesn't happen between, so what you really need to do is start at 0, 0 and go out 250 back and come out to minus 250, then come back to 0, 0, and then on the other axis go out to 250 and back out to minus 250, and then you go and you fill that in, and that's a 500 block square. And then if you haven't found it in that period, then you would go out another 250 blocks in each way. But usually you can find it within that 500 block square. So at the moment we're at minus 250 and we're looking to get down to, we're trying to get our way down to 0, or up to 0, because we're at minus. And yeah, I know we're underground and you can't see what's going on around you, but usually you come out and the fortress should be fairly visible when you eventually do come out of the underground. You can, of course, take your chances on the surface. Okay, so we need more. Throw that away. step back a bit, make ourselves another one of them. I'm thinking I don't really need quartz, do I? Let's get rid of the quartz. If I turn them in there, then I can make another one. I hope it's not too dark for you guys to be able to see. I don't really want to waste the torches that I've got. Now the other thing that we're going to come across eventually is lava. And lava flows at the speed of water in the nether. So the speed of water in the overworld, the way it flows, lava is much slower in the overworld flowing. When it comes to the nether, it's roughly around the same speed at which water flows in the overworld. So you just got to be careful. And you can see now we've actually gone through 0. We have found ourselves a Nylium forest, which is fantastic because now we can take a slight detour from searching for the we can take a slight detour from searching for the fortress for a few minutes. And this guy probably won't give me anything because he's holding the block. Yeah, I think so. If they're holding a block, obviously it makes it harder because they... how do you get me from there? They only drop what they're holding. Most of the time. Sometimes they'll drop an ender pearl when they're holding something, but... we will eventually get them without blocks. There's an ender pearl. So this is the easiest way of getting ender pearls, apart from doing the whole trading thing, gold. But then getting gold is hard as well, so. So if we can get ourselves 20 or so ender pearls, then we're laughing, because we can get ourselves a diamond pickaxe and get ourselves. Oh, actually we don't. We only need a silk touch pickaxe, and we can get ourselves an ender chest. Oh no, we will need a diamond because we need to pick up. We need to pick up obsidian. So this is it's just a waiting game. We've got to wait around, we've got to stare at Enderman. And eventually we'll get back on track and find the fortress. Just if we might as well get the ender pearls that we need now. We already have 4. So if we can, as I said, if we can get roughly around 20. Is what we need, right? Is we need the 12 for the portal in the portal room. Right? We need 2 for 2 ender chests. One for the ender chest for the overworld and one for the ender chest when we go into the end. And then we need a few spare that we can throw looking for these strongholds. Unless we just magically find it. There, now have 5. Okay, let's make ourselves an iron sword. Iron sword. Stone axe. Alright, okay, no worries. We can just throw away that pickaxe because it's dead anyway, so. So we have 6, so we're getting there. Without a looting 3 sword, and it takes a little bit of time, but that's okay. We have nothing but time. No. 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 I'm back at spawn. I'm back at spawn. And it's night time. And I'm in trouble. Oh, that was silly. I don't even know how he got me. I don't even know how he got me. Oh, that was terrible. Right, well, I've just got to go and do a little something, so I'll be back in 2 minutes while I'll just hide up here for a moment. So bear with me and I'll be right back. Oh, well, that was just a complete another brain fart. But anyway, we'll get there in the end. We just gotta, go back and get our stuff. We gotta work out where our endpoint, where our portal is to get out, to get back. And then we just gotta follow our tunnels till we get back to where we were. So at the end of the day, it won't be that big a deal. It won't be a big mess. It'll just be time. And time is what we have. I'll be back there in a couple of seconds. I've just got to do a little something. I've got to get a drink from the kitchen, and I shall be right back. So bear with me, stay with me. I'm not disappearing. Okay, so I'm just about back, and then we'll continue on.
So we gotta wait for daylight, obviously.
But I'm back. Sorry about that. So let's just see where the moon is. There's the moon, and that looks like the moon is only going up. So we're in big trouble. Now, luckily, because we're playing on a single player, the 5 minute time limit doesn't count. So just get that's a bit better. So the 5 minute countdown timer to your stuff despawning doesn't matter when you're playing a single player. It will still be there because those chunks are not loaded. But getting back there, that's the issue. So now what we've got to do is we've got to find out where our portal is. So let's do a little bit of math while we're here, and I'm getting out my calculator because I'm not doing math on. Well, actually, I can do math because it's not that complicated. But let's just work it out. Times 8 would be. Well, I'm just going to get my pen. It would be minus 1776 and minus. Oh, actually, it's 1776 in the Z direction. And that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. Minus 1816 in the X direction. That does not seem right at all, because I'm sure I was out at around minus 4,000. But the coordinates from the nether say it's minus 222 by minus 227, or minus 227 by minus 228. God, minus 227 by minus 222, not 228. Dumbo. Okay, well, it looks like a dead eye is happening. So let's get it on. Now, I'm sure I went this way. Yep, that looks. No, that doesn't look right. Looks more like it's that way. We want to go to the minuses. So we'll have a bit of a swim. We'll head to those coordinates to start with and see, but I'm sure I was out at minus 3,000 or 4,000. I could probably go back and view the footage, but that's not gonna happen, is it? I'm gonna bore you with me like trying to find a file on the computer to try and bring it up and see where it was, because we'll just head that direction. Our stuff is safe where it is, so we'll get back there eventually. We just got to go and try and find the portal. Now, the other thing that we could do, right, which I don't know whether any of you know this or not, but if I build a second portal anywhere here on the overworld, go through it, and then come back out through it again after the 10 seconds have gone past, I will come out at my first portal. I don't know whether any of you know that or not, but that's something that I've noticed from playing. Now, there's something else. We're going to need another bed, aren't we? But there was villages along the way. hopefully we can keep running until we get to a village. That'll come in handy. Take that. And that. They won't sustain me for long, but they'll stop me from starving to death, I guess. And there's a few more, so we'll take them as well. Now, luckily I put stuff in a chest outside the portal, so there'll be food there for me when I get there. But that was kind of silly. As I said, I don't actually know how he got me, but he obviously did get me, and that's what matters. And because I was an idiot and didn't put my bed down outside the portal, I'm back at spawn. So it is what it is. It's part of the game. You just gotta deal with it. Now, if I was playing in hardcore mode, it'd all be over right now, wouldn't it? Now, we're coming up to the 2-hour mark, which means we're coming up to 9 o'clock, which is the time that I said I was going to be streaming till, but I'm thinking right now that I'm going to keep going until I get my stuff back. I'm going to keep on going. I'm not going to stop. Oh, he looks pretty cool. No chest in there. He does have a bed though, so we might do it the... Well, he's not going to sleep because he's a zombie. He wants to be out at night. Come on now, mossy block, you break. You break. There you go. And there we've got our bed. Cool. I see. Hay bales. Yes, as I said, I was going to stop streaming at 9 o'clock, but I think I'm going to keep going until I either find the portal back to the overworld, or back to the nether, should I say, or I get back and get my stuff. Right, I think that'll be massive amounts of food. I won't need any more than that. So we can keep on running. Can easily change that into bread. I don't even think I need a... I don't think I even need a crafting table to do that. So I don't think my portal is at the coordinates that the nether says they're at. Because it seems like it's too close. I mean, I was running for 3.5 days, remember? So... I could be wrong. Alright, well hopefully there's some gold in the chest up here. Golden armor, that is. Obviously I can't take that gold block because I don't have a iron pickaxe. But that will do nicely. That, and that. 14. I'm going to take that bit of obsidian because if I can get enough obsidian, I can just build another portal. And then if I can build another portal, as I said, I can go into that portal and come straight back out of that portal, and then I will end up at my original portal. I don't need that because I have a bed. Duh. Smite 5 and Fortune. Oh, nice. Now, I know that these are not going to last very long. At least the pickaxe is not going to last very long. But Smite 5 is brilliant because Smite 5, whether you know or not, is actually better than Sharpness 5. It's got an extra hit of damage. And I see another portal, rune portal up here. And I think I may have already been at this one because it looks like it's been raided. Because there's nothing there. Oh, sharpness 3 and efficiency 3. Efficiency and a clock. Well, so obviously I haven't been to this one before. Thought I had, but obviously I haven't. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get the coordinates to be very, very similar in the minuses so that then I can go at 45 degrees to the coordinates that it says that I should be going to. But as I've said a few minutes ago, that I don't think that those coordinates are correct. Because I am nearly 100% sure I was at minus 400 or 4,000 something. But anyway, if we don't find it at these coordinates, we can try and find another village and kill the iron golem and get a bucket of water, or get a bucket and then go find some lava, take that bucket, get some water, then go find some lava, then go swap the water out for the lava and make ourselves a portal. Jump through it, come back, and that will give us back our original, get us back to our original portal. Because in order to do a second portal on the surface here in the overworld, what you need to do is you need to actually make that portal from the nether side rather than the overworld side. And again, I don't know whether that's just a Bedrock thing or whether it's a Java thing as well, but definitely in Bedrock, that's how it works. At least on the Xbox One, that's how it works. Again, none of this terrain looks anyway familiar whatsoever. So So we're trying to get to minus 1716 by 1776, minus 1776 that is. So we're getting pretty close to that now, so. Head over this way and even out the numbers a bit. Actually, we could be, because this is where I cut out. It looks like it is. Oh, it is. Well, I could have sworn I was at minus 4,000. There's our portal right there, and we have 2 gold blocks, which means that if we make ourselves. We break that down and we make ourselves one of those. So we're just going to get ourselves organized here, and we want that. We also want to put that down and set our spawn so we don't have to go through all that again. Right, so from there we want to make anything of gold. I think we'll just take boots. And then we want to organize ourselves a bit better. We shouldn't have to dig very much. We'll break that down. And we'll make ourselves some bread. We'll put 8 in there along with that. Those. Let's go for sleep. And then we're gonna go and get our stuff back. Okay. There's our portal. There's our way down. I think from there we went this way a little bit. What we really need to do is to find that there it is. Find the 250 line, which is actually 258 because we moved over slightly because of all the lava. Now, where do we go from here? We came back to the 250 line. That's right. Came back to the 250 line. This is why this is so intuitive when you die, because you just end up coming back, and then it's so easy to get back to where you came from. It might take you a minute to orientate yourself. Look at where we are. And now I believe came over this way because we wanted to Get into there, and there's all of our stuff. Look at that. Now we can throw away the stuff we don't need. There, that. Don't need that. Probably don't need that. Probably don't need that. Probably don't need that. Or that. And we don't need that. Anything else here that we want? We want that iron. But we can get rid of that. That. There's the iron. We can probably get rid of that. Oh, actually, we'll get rid of that one instead. What do we pick up now? 5. There we go. And I think that looks like it's stone. So, all in all, not a big deal. But we wasted about 5 minutes. We got all of our stuff back. And yeah, sure, we died, but it wasn't really that big a deal, was it? And because we stuck to a straight line in the nether, it was really easy to get back to where we needed to be to get our stuff back. Where if you were kind of running and dodging and weaving all over the place, you'd be completely lost as to where your stuff is. But if you saw how easy that was, why didn't I pick up that ender pearl? Oh, maybe I did. No, I didn't. There we go. That's better. So we're halfway to our goal with ender pearls. Halfway to our goal with ender pearls, and this gold sword is about to die. Hey. All right, we're well on our way. Goes. Yeah. What are we looking at now? 12. Actually, one down there. We're at 14 now, so. How do they keep hitting me? Why am I not picking that into parallel? Ah, because you only stack 16. Okay. That's not a big deal. No, definitely hitting him and there's nothing happening. Alright. Go on then. You know you want to die at my sword. Getting a bit stingy with the ender pearls now, aren't they? They're taking their sweet ass time to hand them over when they die. You're hiding behind the tree. So, really we only need 2 more. But I'm thinking I'm here, might as well get 32 of them. I mean, we're not going to find the fortress in today's episodes and today's stream, so we might as well just get as many of these as we can. We can always go back to the overworld and put these in the chest for when we do find it. Where do you think you're going? Trying to get away. Cheeky boy. I'm trying to sneak away over there, look. Come on, man. There's one hiding up here. Come on, man. Here, Mr. Enderman. Ow. There's the 20 we need. But as I said, I'm thinking I want to go. I want to actually get 32. Because it's not actually taking that long to get them. So we might as well hang around. As I said, we're not going to get to find the fortress today in this episode, so... Because we've already gone nearly half an hour over my time that I said I was going to be streaming for. And that was because I died 5 minutes before the end of the stream, and I wanted to get my stuff back. Right, so. Where are we at now? 8. So we've only got 8 more to go. Or maybe another 5 minutes or so. Stop putting your bloody blocks down. Hello, Mr. Hilton. How you doing? How you doing, buddy? How you doing, buddy? You being a good boy? Oh, that was a big hit. I'm gonna deal with you. Where are you going? What you doing, Mr. Hilton? Whether you can see him there or not. There he is. Mr. Hilton! What you doing, buddy? Oh, come on then. Come on. Oh, come on. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. There he is. Oh, you off again, are you? Okay. Alright, so he's pretty much telling me that he wants me to get off the computer because he wants a snack up. Is that what you're telling me, buddy? Is that what you're telling me, buddy? $11. 5 more to go. Five more and the pearls. What you doing, Mr. Hilton? Did you come over to give me kissy kissies? Come on. Come on. Come on. You're such a pretty boy. You are. You're such a pretty boy. You're such a pretty boy. He's my pretty boy. Oh, you can't see him. There he is. There he is. Can you see yourself on? Can you see yourself, buddy? Can you see yourself, buddy? No? Let's see if we can get you in the camera. There you go. There you go. Loves watching himself on television. Or on video or whatever. Thank you, buddy. You're back again. You must really want a Snacko, do you? Do you want Snackos, do you? Is that what it is? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You know what I want? You know what I want, buddy? I want kissy kissy. Give me kissy kissy. Come on, give me kissy kissy. Oh, thank you, buddy. Alright, 13. So we're 3. We need 3 more. Well, we don't actually need 3 more. We could actually call it now if we wanted to. What you doing, buddy? What you doing, Mr. Hilton? Right, in fact, I think I'm going to call it here. I'm going to call it a night. My name has been DK from DK Plays TV here on Twitch and DK Plays on YouTube. Please come over and check out my videos. Come back again and see me on Thursday, 7 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what time that is in your neck of the woods, but if you've got a smartphone, just put in Melbourne time and it'll tell you what time it is in Melbourne. And this guy, Mr. Hilton, he'll be here as well. So have yourself an absolutely fantastic day. Thank you for watching my video. Have yourself a great day and see you again real soon. Bye now.